Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Football Stooges. It is officially Super Bowl week. The Super Bowl will come out in just 2 days for those watching now on the 7th. I am so excited for the Super Bowl, and that is a lie. Welcome to the Football Stooges, the stupidest way to cover football imaginable.
And boys is stupid.
And boys are going to be stupid. Yeah, we're going to be breaking down the Super Bowl and how we think it's going to go and what we expect to happen from it. But I cannot do this alone. So as always, my four compatriots in Stoogery. First of all, the Purell hand sanitizer, the Football Stooges, here for 99.9% of all episodes and currently in a fucking fisticuffs with his microphone. It's Macedon.
Yes. Hold on. Oh,
Technical difficulty.
Bro is fighting that mic like how he fights other fan bases.
Fell off my desk.
Here comes Taker.
Oh God. Hold on.
Eagles fan 0, microphone 1.
Shit, I don't know what the fuck. Hey, hold on. Keep on going.
Okay.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Fuck it. Next up,
we'll do it live.
Next up, someone that is way too into the new NVIDIA broadcast changes. It's Mamba.
I'm driving this bitch to the grave.
Yeah, that is too soon, Mamba. Too soon.
Too soon.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you haven't heard.
What are you talking about?
No, he did hear.
What?
Still, guys doing that.
Your
Wait, you
owner?
haven't
Your owner?
No,
The
I'm
Bears owner?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah,
If
Bears
she
owner.
lived till 102 being a Bears fan, I could live till 102, okay?
Jesus.
I'm just saying.
The only thing is she lived through 85 and you didn't. So there goes 40 years.
Hopefully we have our 85, okay?
Next up, someone who's been waiting, probably going to be waiting 40 years for anything to happen with his organization, Gorlami.
Yeah, it sucks over here. We don't have a wide receiver one. He's not wrong,
Yeah.
okay. It should be fixed. Oh God.
but I will still stay loyal through all the pain.
All of a sudden, I see like Macedon holding the beer, and all of a sudden, there's this microphone right in your face. And last but certainly not least, it's K-Duff.
I can
Whoa, get this guy
that's
out
the
of
wrong
here.
sound effect.
Who invited him?
Smell you.
I can smell it.
All right. We got a lot to talk about. Obviously,
No,
we
we
have as every week we do, we have the crossover grid. Then we have a bit of the KDF news coming at you with a lot of the different stuff that's starting to happen as the offseason is starting to reel its ugly head. Then we have to talk about the game itself, and then we'll cover the NFL honors, which are currently happening right now. They started at 9, and it's almost an hour through. So we got a lot to get to, so let's go ahead and jump right into it, starting with the crossover grid. One rushing
one
touchdown in the
sucks.
Super Bowl. I'm thinking of just Jerome Bettis.
Yeah. Or Franco Harris.
Or
James
whoever
White. Fucking.
whoever KDF was really did not have in Super Bowl. Okay.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
I wasn't thinking.
Ben Roethlisberger had a rushing touchdown that
Oh,
wasn't really a
yeah.
touchdown.
Oh yeah, the fat fuck himself.
Yeah. A Steeler
Wait,
that
we
won a
gotta-
Super Bowl.
Lynn Swan?
Lynn Swan.
Swan.
I'm sorry, I was
Macedon
watching
went to grade school with him. Anyway.
I was watching a fucking.
I was just a little.
Fuck you! It's fuck you because I was watching like NFL Top 10 like on YouTube, married to NFL Top 10 show that they did.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like-
Oh yeah, I remember that stuff.
Yeah.
Steeler and a Texan.
Ooh.
I'm trying to think. Did I'm trying to remember Harrison, James Harrison. He didn't ever play for the Texans, did he?
No, it was Patriots.
No, he went to the Patriots.
Patriots, yeah. Think of other Steelers. Paul Malu didn't. Ocho.
He was always the Steelers.
Yeah. Ooh, this is tough. Let's look at some other ones. Run rushing touch in the Super Bowl, Marcus Allen. That's not the right Marcus Allen. That's the right Marcus Allen. There it is.
I'm gonna say we got to go back to Macedon's youth to find these.
Who's the guy?
Casper.
No,
Goes
hold
to
on.
the post.
Who's the guy that is on the Howie
Oh, Howie Long.
Long? Shout out Howie Long. I like how all the pictures of Howie Long are never of him when he played football. They're always of him like when he's announcing, which is fine.
Thing is,
like,
he looks like he hasn't really aged. Well, I mean, there's some, but like
I mean, he lost a
still
lot of
looks
weight.
young.
He got out of the
That's
league
true.
and he took it serious. He lost all that weight. Same with like Joe Thomas. You've seen pictures of Joe Thomas or
Yeah.
Alan.
Yeah, I remember when
famous Steelers guard Alan Fancia. Oh my God, they got his marathons now. It's ridiculous.
I saw him at Camp Randall when they played Iowa. I think it was not this past season, the season before, after he got inducted to the Hall of Fame, and it doesn't look the same.
Yeah, does not look.
And apparently he golfs at the golf course I golf at.
Huh.
But I haven't seen him there yet, and it's upsetting.
He probably has his own like private spot or something. I don't know.
No, his in-laws have a cabin.
Rushing touchdown in the Super Bowl. That was a Ram. We could probably go with Todd Gurley. No, wait, that's Super Bowl didn't have any
Marshall.
touchdowns.
Yeah, Marshall Falk.
No, Gurley actually didn't have a touchdown last Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh.
Kurt Warner.
No.
It would be funny.
It'd be funny if he did.
Oh, he did.
Oh shit, he did.
And then a Ram that won a Super Bowl.
Maybe he did it as a Cardinal.
My favorite.
Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham.
Jack Youngblood.
Oh, damn.
Okay,
no.
I got the Texan and Steelers one. Deontay Johnson.
Oh, he was a
I
Steeler.
forgot
Yeah.
about that.
What?
Okay,
That
I
was
guess
Dante Johnson. It's Diontae. I think.
T-A-E. Yeah, T-A-E.
You love spelling.
And T. What? There it is.
That one,
Deontay
top.
Johnson. Nope.
Huh.
What? I thought he was a Steeler.
All right, try Chris Brown. K-R-I-S.
The rapper?
Brown.
See breezy. All right.
Okay.
A
There was like only
Raider-
5 players that played for both the Texans and the Steelers, apparently.
A
None
Raider,
of us knew.
Yeah, a Raider
Yeah,
and a Texan.
Matt Schaub.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
what
yeah,
a
that
pull.
works.
Matt Schaub. Shout
There
out.
you go.
And then a Ram
And
and a
a
Texan.
Raider. Ram. Texan.
Ooh.
Did they have like a safety? No, I'm thinking of a 49er, Jimmy Ward.
Ed Reed was a Texan, not a Raider or a Ram. Eric Weddle? No, Eric Weddle wasn't a Texan, was he?
Weddle, I don't think was ever a
No.
Texan.
Texans are such a new organization. This is hard. Are they the newest organization?
Yeah.
No, the Panthers are.
I thought they both came
Oh,
in at the
Texans
same
are
time.
definitely the newest. It was the Panthers and Jaguars that came in at the same time.
The Texans are the
Oh.
newest, yeah.
Oh, Brandon Cooks
Oh yeah.
and Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah, he was a Ram. I forgot about that.
So popular, Steven Nelson, Matt Shaw, Brandon
Ooh.
Cooks the most popular, Matt Stafford, Ken Taylor was
Good
the most
Stabler.
popular. Ben Roethlisberger, Franco Harris, Marcus Allen, and Sony Michel rushing touchdown in the Super Bowl. Let's take a
Oh,
look
yeah,
at
he did.
Steelers.
Oh,
Let's take a
Wait,
look. here and
Steelers, Texans?
see. Steelers Texans.
Oh.
There's
there's
a
a lot
whole
more.
page.
McCole
So-
Pruitt, Randy Bullock,
Jacoby
Cam
Jones, baby.
Jacoby
Desmond King.
Jones, Zeph Zongia, Mark Bruner, Al-Haj Shabazz, Girl, I'm gonna move your head.
Gesundheit.
All-time name. All-time. Rotate your chair. Fuck.
We don't have a lot of room here.
so that's all I could go. You can't scroll down anymore.
All right. There. Al-Haj Shabazz.
Was out of the
All-time
way.
name. All right.
Be back
All
in.
right.
I am a part of this too.
One quick thing I'm going to talk about that we're going to look real quick at before the news is given to us by K-Duff is there is no one that is having a better time in New Orleans right now than Jameis Winston.
Slide to the left. You can catch footballs, but can you catch W's? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Slide to the right. What is your favorite color? Oh my gosh, pink toes. It's delicious too. Crisscross. What's the next part? I don't know either. You thinking about the sack, or were you just trying to hurt my right tackle? What do you think I need to go for free agency?
I think New York need a quarterback right now.
What's it like kind of being on the dark side now? I mean, being interviewed and now, I mean, since I came out the room, I was on the dark side.
Listen. Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh Jesus Christ, dude!
I'm good. It's the handlebars. Oh. It's the handlebars.
There goes my Steam Deck. That's okay. Just turn. Yeah, just turn it on.
Well, then.
He's lucky the horse didn't freak
Look.
out.
He's just having a good time.
Like this guy's just having a random like if he doesn't get a job in the NFL, which I'll be sad to see because like again, this guy needs to have his own Marshawn Lynch style show. Fuck it, him and Marshawn need to have their own show where they go and look at this.
Oh my God! Look at the powder that's coming off that thing. Oh my Lord!
Oh my God.
Look at the powder.
It's like diners, drivers, and dives with
Jameis,
just 2
I
NFL
heard
players.
You've been eating a lot of me. Yes, I have, WBA. But I heard that it's only one of you. Well, Jameis, please take your time and eat me so you can savor every moment. WBA, I really don't want any heartburn, so I'm just going to make sure that I eat you as fast as I possibly can and drink some water to get rid of all the sugar that you have. Jameis, I am a New Orleans staple. Everyone wakes up to come and eat me. Obviously, no one really comes to eat you. They come to eat beignets because you're the only WBA that I ever made and got.
The guy in the background just listening is like, oh my God.
What do you have to say about yourself? I asked for extra crispy, and you a little soft.
You little
Hey,
soul.
come here.
Yeah.
Where you going?
Oh my God, there's more?
We trying to get
How
a
much
ride.
content have they fished out of this guy?
Let us in. Hey,
This is the owner of the Jacksonville
I know, yeah,
Jaguars yacht.
I just want to
He's
talk.
saying let us in.
I just wanna
Is he
touch the
gonna
boat.
be
One
replacing
touch.
Mac Jones
One
as
touch. Look,
QB2 next year?
Replacing
tell
Mac
Shad Khan I am trying out. I'm willing to do a trial on this boat right now. Is he on the boat? I see
Try out
y'all,
on
and
this
I know
boat
y'all
right
see
now.
me. And we got cameras that can see y'all seeing me. So come and let me on the boat. Hey! Hey! I
Is
know
it
the issue.
is it a
Wait,
British flag on
I know
there?
what the issue is. They don't think I know boats, but guess what?
No, it's a nautical boat.
Captain
No,
James.
Yeah, but I was hoping it was a British flag. It says Jacksonville's second home.
Hey man, let me on this boat, man. Stop playing. Shad Khan. Hey, I need some owner's number so I can call them.
How many
Hey!
videos were there?
So,
Hey,
Jared
I can
Verse
see
got
you,
Defensive
dog.
Rookie of the Year.
just
Okay.
come and say
That
hey,
makes sense.
please.
I mean, they
I
had
got
to
my
make the
kids.
Super Bowl
My kids just
entertaining,
wanna say
and
hey.
who better than Jameis Winston?
He's like that. He's having a
knows the city.
grand old time. So yeah, Kate, we're gonna go to your news. You can save the news for the NFL honors until after we cover the Super Bowl, but we'll talk about that real quick afterwards. But anyway, without further ado, Kate with the news.
All right, let me just mute this real quick.
All right,
so
all right.
K-Duff news time.
And that's the
for
news with
Super-
Kate. I've always wanted to do that. I'm sorry.
I feel like we've done. I feel like
Anyway.
you've done it before.
You've done it at least once or twice, I think. Yeah, let's get into this real quick. So, Super Bowl set, the teams that everybody wanted to see in it, the Chiefs and the Eagles. We're going to go for some injury reports. Most of these guys are expected to play. It's just they're just on their list because you have to have some people on the list, I guess. For the Eagles, defensive end Brandon Graham, who once again tore his tricep back in November. Looks like he's ready to play for the big game, which might be, once again, his last game. Wide receiver Devontae Smith still dealing with his hamstring he's been dealing with on and off this year. Cam Jurgens was out for the NFC Championship with a back injury. He's expected to play, and Landon Dickerson's also got a minor knee injury. As for the Chiefs, all these guys are expected to be 100% for Sunday, but we do have lists for quarterback Patrick Mahomes with his ankle injury, offensive tackle Juwan Taylor with his knee injury, wide receiver Sky Moore with some sort of abdominal injury, and punter Matt Ariza, who had some sort of illness that kept him out from practice last week. As for, we've already got some retirements going into the offseason. Starting out, an old friend of Gorlami's, former Packers kicker Mason Crosby has announced his official retirement after 17 years in the league.
I got the helmet. Let me get the helmet.
Yeah, he's spent 17 years in the league with the Packers, Rams, and Giants, and has ended his career as a one-time Super Bowl champ, 400 field goals made with an 81.3% rating, and holds the league record for the most consecutive postseason field goals, 23.
Also,
Following
the
him in-
all-time leading Packers scorer in history. which is kind of
I have a,
Also-
I have a
also
signed
true.
mini
Actually,
Mason Crosby
it's not
helmet.
that crazy.
Oh,
Like
that's
if you're a kicker for a long time at one team, you actually it's more
Okay,
likely you
okay,
get.
yes, but
Shut
this
the fuck up,
isn't.
Maston. Let me have this. Let me have this, you asshole.
This isn't the Texans who
Man
have been
just
around. This isn't the Texans who have been around as long as Gorlami has been alive. This is the Packers who have been around as long as you've been alive. So, like, this is a big.
I don't like the
big,
same amount of
long
time as
organization.
you then.
Hey, respect your elders. Shut up, young blood. Anyway, next up.
Yes, he's also not going off in the
At least I'm not geriatric like Mastodon.
You don't even have your
Fuck.
temps yet. Shut up, child. Anyway, go ahead. Kid.
Anyway, joining
I can drive
Maston.
my 4-wheeler.
Anyway, joining Maston and Crosby in the retirement home.
Let him breathe. Let him
Is anyway, for real. Moving on. Bills safety Micah Hyde has also announced his retirement after 11 years in the league.
Damn it.
Spent between the Bills and Packers, finishing his career with as a one-time Pro Bowler, two-time second-team All-Pro honors, 24 interceptions, 5 sacks, forced fumbles, 1,700 return yards, and 5 touchdowns. As for guys, we're looking out on the trading market. There was rumors that the Browns are not going to be offloading this offseason, but now Browns defensive end Myles Garrett has requested a trade, citing he's looking to go somewhere he has the best odds to win a Super Bowl with. So if he suddenly signs with the Chiefs in the next 5 minutes, I would not be surprised.
Bengals, please. Can you imagine Hendrickson and Garrett? Can you imagine that?
Well, that's what I'm going to get to because there's
We
some other
need a
guys on.
defensive end. Please come to the Packers.
No,
Well,
you
that's
have
what
that.
I'm going to get to actually, because there's a few other guys that are going to be on the watch list, considering some news has come out with them, and as well as some rumors. One of which is Bengals defensive end Trey Hendrickson and wide receiver T. Higgins. Rams wide receiver Cooper Kupp, who has said that the Rams are looking to trade him imminently. Jets wide receiver Garrett Wilson, who, as we discussed previously on a episode, might want out of Gotham if Aaron Rodgers stays. Browns cornerback Denzel Ward, who's also been a really big defensive piece for the Browns. Eagles defensive end Josh Sweat, and both Saints quarterback Derek Carr and safety Tyrann Mathieu are also expected to be traded this offseason. Going on to miscellaneous news. The Jaguars have made a lot of new hirings to round out their personnel holes with the new Liam Cohen regime. Starting out, they've got their coordinators fixed up. For offensive coordinator, former Vikings quarterbacks coach Grant Udinsky. And for defensive coordinator, former Packers linebackers coach Anthony Campanile. He's also bringing in guys who I legitimately have no idea who these guys are, except for Shane Waldron coming in as passing game coordinator.
Shane Waldron?
As passing game coordinator, yes. Yes, because him and this other guy just sounds like he just hired some old buddies just because he knew them. Because the other guy they hired is former Cardinals wide receiver coach Spencer Whipple as their new quarterbacks coach, who has, I don't think, any personal real experience in this position, except for the fact that he and Cohen were both former players at their alma mater under his dad, former University of Massachusetts head coach Mark Whipple. So Jacksonville, if this blows up in your face, I do not claim Liam Cohen. But there is some good news. They hired an old friend, former left tackle, and the Jacksonville Jaguars' first ever draft pick as a franchise, Tony Baselli, has been hired as the team's new executive vice president of football operations. So, yay, I guess. That's something to look forward to, I guess. Other than that, we've got some news on a couple Ohio State coaches. First off, head coach Ryan Day got a big payday today. 7-year extension worth at least $12.5 million per year. It makes him the second highest paid coach, in college football, behind Kirby Smart from Georgia.
Bob, what's the counter at right now?
What's the what?
What's the counter at right now since Ohio State's beat Michigan?
4 straight years.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but at like WWE events, they've been holding up signs about it, and
Yeah,
they're like keeping track of the days.
There was a sign I spotted during the Royal Rumble that's like, it was like
1,904 days since Ohio State
something like
beat
that.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Looks like we got 7 more years of it too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Except they're not going to be doing it with Chip Kelly because he has gone off to the Raiders to become their new offensive coordinator. So he's back in the NFL.
Pete Carroll is obviously demented. So
clearly,
PG?
clearly, yeah.
Raiders, it was fun.
Yeah. Yep.
You had something going there, and then you let dementia take over.
I mean, the Jets might have something with this hiring. Their new defensive coordinator is former 49ers defensive coordinator Steve Wilkes, so that's something to probably build on there.
I think instead of a defense coordinator, they need to hire a exorcist. But go on.
An actual owner? Probably. Let's see. The Texans have hired former Rams.
Talking about the Madden ratings don't lie.
Let's see. And finally, for hiring news, the Texans have hired former Rams tight end coach Nick Caley as their new offensive coordinator. I have nothing on him. This just sounds like something they panicked to get after every other prospective hire went elsewhere.
I mean, everyone's got to start somewhere.
Yeah. All right. So other news, going back to New Orleans, obviously earlier this year did not start out as a great year with a tragic terror attack in the French Quarter where former Princeton wide receiver Tiger Beck passed away. Two things happened to a family member and a friend of his that are a little bit heartwarming, though. First off, during the Senior Bowl, his brother, TCU wide receiver Jack Beck, was named MVP after catching the winning touchdown pass for the American team. And Tiger's former teammate and friend, Princeton punter Ryan Quigley, was also with him at the attack and was injured in it. The Eagles are gifting him Super Bowl tickets, so he will be attending the game this week. Speaking of the Eagles, offensive coordinator Kellen Moore stated he is not focusing on anything other than this weekend's Super Bowl, despite his heavy linking to becoming the new head coach for the Saints once the season is officially over. But that might be changing because there's been a small bit of off-the-field controversy surrounding the Saints. So, as y'all might know, there's something about the Catholic Church that's... Let me put it to you this way. If these guys weren't ordained ministers, they'd most likely be Minecraft YouTubers. So, there's been emails that have surfaced... Yeah, so there's been emails that have surfaced that link members from the Saints front office, including owner Gail Benson, to helping certain figures in the New Orleans Catholic Church to help cover up SA and CP scandals involving multiple priests and the city's current archbishop as far back as 2018. So,
yikes.
Yeah, aside from the fact that all of that is just fucking disgusting, this could be, like, severely bad for the whole Saints organization, especially if it turns out that Benson, who is a devout Catholic woman herself, might be involved in this, which is very fucked up. Like, I mean, we've seen owners like lose a team. Yeah, we've seen owners lose a team for far less. This is just really bad.
Yeah, really bad.
Yeah.
If
on a lighter
true,
note,
I don't know if anything's confirmed yet, but
well, I'll be monitoring that for a little bit because yikes.
Yeah.
Anyway, on a lighter news, the NFL has announced in 2026 they will play the league's first ever game Down Under in Melbourne, Australia. The Rams have already been named as one of the teams that will be playing in that game. The season also reported
that game is going to be.
Oh my!
Oh hell yeah! You're going to be starting at like 1 in the morning.
Because when you play in London, you got to watch the game. Like if your team's playing, you got to wake up early on Sunday, like tune in at 8 a.m. So I don't know how many hours back Melbourne is.
About 12 hours forward.
You know what they say, Lob? You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
So maybe they just do Monday Night Football, but over there it's like Sunday.
At the point, yeah.
Maybe Sunday morning. I don't know, something.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Two other quick things. The season saw the fewest reported concussions since the league began recording that data in 2015, with 182 reported. So apparently, the new Guardian Cap initiative is helping out in some regard.
And those new helmets.
180 were Tua Tagovailoa, but continue.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Jesus. Jesus.
Back in Masters Day, they didn't believe in concussions.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
Jesus Christ. Guys, seriously, I have to end this on a slightly bittersweet note. Because we've already talked a little bit about this, but it was official reported today that Bears principal owner Virginia Hallis McCaskey has passed away at the age of 102. She was the principal owner since '83 after inheriting a position from her father and team founder Papa Bear George Hallis. Oversaw the team's only Super Bowl win in '85, which Masterton was live for, and is survived by her 11 children, the eldest of which, Chairman George McCaskey, is now technically the principal owner. Any words, Mamba? Because I mean, this was your team after all.
I mean, no comments. It is what it is.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Oh,
That's all I got.
Jesus.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace. Also,
Yeah.
what the fuck, Master? Are you tweaking over there?
What do you mean tweaking?
You're like yelling in the middle of like Kate of like.
That's just Gorlami keeps taking low blows, man.
See, Mom was not paying attention. Does he have the eye contact, the video
I
thing
thought you were
going?
tweaking. I didn't hear it.
No.
No, it's not tweaking. Anyway, he will be tweaking
God.
if this game doesn't go his way. The
Yes, that's
Super
true.
Bowl, ladies and gentlemen.
The
Super Bowl.
Those
From
odds.
New Orleans, Louisiana, coming to you on the 9th of February at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We are going to have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, a repeat of 2 years ago when the Kansas City Chiefs were able to walk out with a close victory that honestly wasn't as close as it felt.
In a phantom holding call.
Yeah, there were some bad calls on it, so hopefully you don't have repeats
it was
of that.
technically,
so.
by rule, it was technically a hold. Like, I'm not gonna
But late in the game like that, are you really going to call something that minuscule?
Yes,
You
because
shouldn't.
you
Because it's the
should.
fucking-
You should, because it's the action. If it's the rule, like that's the one thing I don't like about hockey too. Like, oh, you should let it go. It's like, no, if it's in the rule book, you have to call it.
Well, yeah.
Yes,
Like,
but the other side of it too, if it's an uncatchable ball, don't throw it.
It was the holding.
It was not catchable. It was not. No, there's no way Juju was making it to that
You're
ball.
thinking of you're thinking defensive pass interference for uncatchable. Holding, it doesn't matter if it's
Holding,
catchable or not.
holding doesn't matter if it's catchable or not. Holding is from the line of scrimmage, generally. So yeah, I'm also of the camp that you call. You call the penalties when they happen. Doesn't matter when in the game they happen. If a penalty occurs, you call it. That's my 2 cents.
Block in the back.
Oh yeah, they need to. Are they? No, but do they need
No.
to? Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
I was talking to one of the guys at work. He's a Kansas City fan. Like I tell him, like since like 2014, I just stopped seeing block in the back calls. He's like, well, do you see traveling called in the NBA? I go, the block in the back is a safety concern. At what point do you take that away?
NBA. Yeah.
I'm like, at what
traveling
point?
in the NBA isn't going to give somebody a concussion.
I don't know. I've gotten some brain damage watching James Harden and the Clippers for a while, man. That motherfucker takes 18 steps, and I'm like, yeah.
I mean, they allowed that for the longest time, and then they
Could be worse. You could be getting a stroke watching the Charlotte Hornets play.
You're a Celtics fan. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You are a Celtics fan.
Or killing yourself because you're a Mavericks fan that got just traded away Luka Doncic.
Yeah. Let me put this into perspective.
Or watching
If you don't, listen. I'm gonna put this into perspective right now because people have like, I've seen TikToks of guys trying to tell their wives or girlfriends about the Luka Doncic Anthony Davis trade, and they try to make it into a term that they understand. So they say it was like trading Joe Jonas for like one of the One Direction band members, and then all of a sudden it clicks in their heads. So in football terms, this would have been like trading let's go with Peyton Manning in his best statistical year on the Broncos for
Jameis Winston.
no. Still someone who's they didn't get picks. They didn't get picks.
You gotta pick an old. You gotta pick
for Eli Manning. For Eli Manning. That's it. Peyton for Eli. When Peyton was on the Broncos and Eli was on the Giants. That is
so
Peyton
late
for
stage Eli Manning.
That was still kind of mid-stage-ish, not super late, but because
Eli
Eli played a little while longer.
Metastasizing into like the death of his career, though.
Because you got to think, Anthony Davis still does a lot of stuff. Anthony Davis still won Defensive Player of the Year and has NBA championships. So Eli Manning got Super Bowls. Peyton Manning's got Super Bowls, and obviously, a little bit higher up there.
I'd
But
rather not be reminded that Eli Manning has Super Bowls.
That wouldn't even be it. That would have been like
me.
That would be like right now, God forbid, trading Joe Burrow for
Aaron Rodgers.
No, not that old.
No.
Joe
Mac
Burrow. No, someone who's good. Joe Burrow for someone middle-aged and good. No,
Matt
middle-aged
Stafford.
and good. Yeah. That would be like trade. Yeah, that's exactly Joe Burrow for Matt
Or
Stafford.
Gino. Well, Gino's not
no,
Stafford
no.
is
Gino's
Rings.
middle-aged.
Rings.
Stafford is
Rings.
No. I'm saying he's going to later years. He's not young. He's
Anthony Davis
like,
is past 30.
I thought. Is he like 39? Matthew Stafford's like 38,
No.
39.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford's a little bit older, but it's the best comparison we can do. Anyway, enough football. Let's talk or basketball. Let's talk football. So, I tasked everyone here. Actually, I gave everyone some homework that they need to come up with one key for each team. One key for each team to do. So,
Can I go first?
we're just gonna go right into it. Yeah, you can go first if you want, and then when you're done, just give your prediction.
Eagles. Saquon. In all seriousness, though, I think about like 70% of his yards was which half? First half or second half?
I
Second.
think it was first half.
Second. Most of his yards they gained was actually in the second half. Do not forget about Saquon. Yeah, he gained a lot of yards in the second half. Do not forget about Saquon because he's able to find lanes. I think because defense does get a little bit tired and the O-line's really good. He knows he's able to get that extra step. Like, do not forget about Saquon.
He hurdled a guy backwards, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
True. KC, lose.
So I take it your prediction is that.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, but in all seriousness, for Kansas City, try to make Eagles one dimensional. Try to make Jalen throw, like not like give him easy throws, but like
Make Jalen win the game. Don't let Saquon win the game. Make Jalen Hurts win the game.
Yeah.
Sound.
Philly by 5.
Philly by 5. All right. Mamba, you're up.
Eagles by 14.
Eagles by 14. Okay, what are your keys?
Fuck the Chiefs. Fuck them.
They're just gonna fuck them on the field.
Saquon
That's what you say.
just raw dog that ass.
Remember what I asked? I'm telling you, what are your two keys? One for the Eagles, one for the Chiefs. Like, what are your two keys?
Oh, keys?
Yeah,
I'm
what
not doing a Chiefs one, but the key to the Eagles
Chiefs
to win it. What?
Go ahead.
The key for the Eagles to win is to run that fucking ball as hard as you possibly can and push your way to the end zone. 2 keys, there you go. But for the Eagles.
There you go. All right. Gorlami.
We're going to start with the Eagles here. I'm going to be different than the other two. I'm not going to go, you run with Saquon. Seems too simple. All right, we're going to focus on them goddamn linebackers. We love our linebackers.
I did try to give a stat for Saquon at least.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to stick with the linebackers here. Okay, they run that full house. You got to play downhill, but also you have to protect those middle short routes. Those linebackers are going to be key there. Because how often do you just see a short route going through and someone gets it for the Chiefs? It's like they always play deep, but a lot of times there's a short route that sneaks through. The linebackers have to play in that area. You have to play downhill for the full house, and you have to play the short routes. They have to be there. And for the Chiefs, you cannot. I don't think they can play downhill the whole time. You cannot just say, "Oh, they're just going to keep running with Saquon." That's when they're going to pop one on you. I think Spagnuolo is probably going to run a lot of blitzes.
Yes.
A lot of different schemes, blitzes, and just hope that secondary is just going to be able to hold it when they try to pop one deep. You have to prepare for both with an equal balance of bringing enough pressure to try to stop Saquon, but also watch out for A.J. Brown or whoever else going out deep.
Smith, Goddard,
Yeah.
Calcaterra.
Goddard is going to be a threat for them, I think.
He's a safety valve for Jalen Hurts. I know that for
Absolutely.
sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't mention Saquon Barkley doesn't have bricks for hands. Saquon Barkley in the flat on a short route is dangerous.
It's just he just hasn't really thrown to Barkley a lot. He hasn't really tried to throw.
Jalen Hurts, I feel like a lot of times does not go to a check down because when he sees the first one or two options isn't open, he pulls the ball down and he runs. Not a bad idea when you're built like a tank, but at the same time, it's like the check down's there for a reason. If no one's on Saquon wide the fuck open in the flat over there, throw it to him and that's 30 yards.
Save yourself when you got a guy that can squat the same amount as you.
Yeah.
If Hurts has room, if he's able to see a lane when he pulls it, that's fine. But when he's surrounded, I want him to throw it away. That's just that's the decision making right there for me. Just like when he tries to pull it and run, it's at bad times.
Yep. So your prediction, Gorlami?
So don't yell at me.
Oh no!
I have to be different. I'm gonna say Chiefs by 3, just so we all don't pick the same. Because last time we fucking did that, we all know who won.
Yeah.
So give me the Chiefs by 3.
All right, Kato.
I will happily take this loss if it happens. I will be
All right, I just want the
grateful.
disclaimer that in my heart of hearts, I'm rooting for a meteor to hit the stadium so that neither of these teams win. But
Nick Foles still haunt your dreams.
Nick Foles is still in his fucking nightmares. Hey, you want a Philly, Kato? You want a Philly?
Big Dick Nick.
In all seriousness, let's see. For keys, I mean, I could just echo you guys and say run the damn ball like we always do at the end of every show. But I mean, defense also wins championships here too. Gorlam already touched on the middle linebackers, but we also got to talk about that secondary. Quinion Mitchell, Cooper DeJean. They're rookies, but they got to lock down here because they're going up against probably one of the most versatile wide receiver cores in the league.
And you cannot get hurt.
And you cannot get hurt, or clearly not. Plus, that I was like, with Mahomes' arm, he is just able to get it anywhere, and you just got to be ready for just anything thrown at your way, and pick that shit off like you're a monkey picking fleas off the back of another monkey. That's probably a bad metaphor there.
Can we pause for just a second? Just a second.
What happened?
Sterling Sharp is in the Hall of Fame, baby.
Oh shit! Yeah, I missed the Hall of Fame
and Antonio Gates.
Eli Manning. Eli Manning just missed the first ballot Hall of Famer. He was just missed the cut. So
justified.
After we finish the prediction, what was like the list of all the players?
Well, yeah, we'll talk about it later. But anyway,
we'll get to that in a second. That's really all I had for the Eagles. As for the Chiefs, I mean, I've already read the script. So Chiefs, real quick, just make sure you got all the Venmos down for this referee crew, because it just takes one line judge that you did not bribe for this to come all crashing down at the worst possible second for you. So by that logic, because as much as I would love to see the Eagles upset it,
you bitch.
Realism just makes me want to say Mahomes fucks up Eagles by 7.
Thank the Lord. I was about to lose all respect for you for that split second.
So
you got us in the first half.
My keys for this. For the Eagles, what you need to do is that whenever you watch a Kansas City game, and one of the things that pisses people off the most is Mahomes doing these run out to the right, and then he does this like half slide, 2 Texans hit the head over him and they get flagged, or he's running out of bounds, then lets up and gets pushed, right?
And so one of those Texan players get blocked in the back, and that's not called.
Okay, whatever. But again, what I'm talking about is Mahomes does all this extra stuff to really egregiously pull calls out for himself to flop or to exaggerate and to get calls that he needs. How do you stop that? People say maybe don't run at him as hard, maybe hit him earlier, maybe try to change the rules. The way you stop it is you don't let him out of the backfield. You need to contain Mahomes. Make him sit in that pocket and close it uniformly on him. If you're going to blitz, if you're going to do some stunts, if you're going to do some other moves on the defensive line or in pressure, you need to make sure that when you take Mahomes into the pocket, you keep him in that pocket. You got great edge rushers. Brandon Graham's coming back. Let's hope he's like on his A game after being out this whole time. But Jalen Carter up the middle. You guys have monster. Jalen Carter is 7 people in one person. That guy's huge. When you rush the passer, close the pocket like you're trying to close your hands on somebody's neck. You don't do it like that, or you don't do it like this. You close in like this, and then you strangle them, okay? And then you just start like bumping their head on the fucking... Okay.
So what happens if you have big, meaty
claw? So, again, the way you can stop a lot of this Chiefs bullshit from happening is that you don't allow Mahomes out of the pocket, and then also you make sure that you lay him down softly on the ground with a pillow and a snack and some warm milk and a blanket, and when you tackle him. So, again, close the pocket around Mahomes. Don't let him get out and do all that
story. That's 15 yards.
Yeah. Then for the Chiefs, what you need to do is every game in the playoffs thus far, and almost every game in general, the turnover battle is the game. This Eagles secondary is a lot better than it used to be, and a lot of it's on young guys. DeJean, Mitchell, Blankenship.
And no Matt Patricia.
And no Matt Patricia, yes. Bond, even. Like, this Eagles defense is solid, right? Andy Reid's going to drop some great plays. You're going to have to play perfect football, okay? And if... I wouldn't be relying, obviously, on the calls sometimes that you can get. You need to make sure that every possession you go out, you don't turn the ball over. Because if you have 1 or 2 turnovers, that's all the Eagles need to run away with the game. They're very good with the ball. Jalen Hurts, knock on wood, does not throw a lot of interceptions. Saquon Barkley, knock on wood, does not fumble the ball a lot. Their defense also capitalizes off turnovers and generally doesn't just let them sit there. So you need to be a very effective and intentional about how you move the ball and make sure you're safe with it. With all that being said, the Eagles lost to the Chiefs last time. It's hard to beat a team twice. Fuck the 3 times saying twice is what I say. I am going to go with the one and only Philadelphia Eagles. I will take them by 2 in this game.
Damn. I don't want to jinx this, but guess how many fumbles Saquon Barkley has this year?
Don't fucking say it.
Don't say it. Don't say it. You're just gonna jinx it. He already said it. God damn it.
He's gonna fumble it twice.
Yeah, you probably just jinxed it, right?
I know.
This is on camera. There's an Eagles fan gonna see this circulated, and you are a dead man.
Also, Gorlami, fuck you, picking the Chiefs.
Someone had to do it. I am willing to bite the bullet.
Okay.
Green Bay fan. It's come to. Yeah.
Okay, that is our prediction. That is our prediction for the Super Bowl. Kendrick Lamar is doing halftime. Apparently, there's also another kick of destiny. Apparently, it's Eli versus Peyton.
Yeah.
So
the last time was pre-recorded. It was stupid.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. I will say MVP has not been announced yet. They just did in memoriam, so we are not aware of who that's going to be just yet.
They're probably going to announce it in the next 5 minutes. The Pro Football Hall of Fame 2025 class. Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Antonio Gates, Sterling Sharp.
Yes, baby, you finally made it.
Other notable snubs, Eli Manning, Terrell Suggs, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, Marshall Yanda, and Mike Holmgren.
Vinatieri did not.
Vinatieri not over Eric Allen, or even Jared Allen, or even Sterling Sharp is kind of odd.
I mean, Jared Allen's been meaning to get in for years.
Let me have this.
That's kind of deserved for him, but
I'm letting you have it, but you can't. Also, Terrell Suggs, he was a very, very good pass rusher. I get that. Luke Kuechly is a top 10 middle linebacker of all time. Maybe outside of that just a little bit, just because of his longevity, which was sadly cut down by injury. Adam Vinatieri.
Same thing for Sharp.
Adam Vinatieri, especially now with.
I'm surprised he didn't make it in.
Okay, Adam Vinatieri, especially now with Justin Tucker taking the OJ route, that he's going to be remembered as one of the best, if not the best kicker ever.
You mean the Deshaun Watson route?
No, I mean when you talk about top 10 running backs of all time, OJ Simpson isn't in that. His stats say he could be, but he's not in that because he killed somebody. When you talk about best kickers of all time, Justin Tucker's got the stats to be there. Is he going to be in there? No, because he likes his rubs. So, so Adam Vinatieri or Morton Anderson is now the question. Or maybe even Younghoe Koo. Congratulations.
Anderson, I think, is already in the Hall of Fame.
No, but I'm saying best kicker of all time. If I'm to say best kicker of all time and you have 10 seconds, you would blurt out somebody.
Vinatieri.
Probably Vinatieri. There's
got
Morton
another
Anderson.
You got another Patriots kicker. Gostkowski.
Gostkowski. Yeah, you could. Yeah. So I mean, again, Adam Vinatieri's on a short list of goats of kicking a football. Okay. So, like, if he's not one, he's two. So, what the fuck?
Also, this is the smallest class.
This is but actually a very small class. Only 4 people getting in.
Which is
that already planned?
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, next up, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jared Verse.
Makes sense.
Totally understandable. Was an amazing, was key in their victory against the Vikings, putting pressure on Sam Darnold. Other people there, Cooper DeJean was very good. Quinn and Mitchell both played for the Eagles. Miami Dolphins, Chop Robinson, and the Rams teammate Braden Fisk. Again, to me, it was between Fisk and Jared Verse. I do not know how, but McVay can find a needle in a haystack. This guy's drafting so far. Puka Nacua, Braden Fisk, Jared Verse.
Was T. Higgins there for a while? Was that before McVay, or was that after McVay got in?
No, T. Higgins was drafted by the Bengals.
He was always a Bengals.
Oh, sorry.
Puka Nacua. Cooper Kupp, was he drafted by McVay?
Mm-hmm.
No. I think he was one of the last Jeff Fisher picks.
Yeah. So, but again, McVay's drafting has been amazing. So great job there.
When they can draft, when they actually
right, they have very few picks. But again,
what's the GM for the Rams? Snead or something?
I can't remember.
Other votes: Quinn Mitchell, Fisk, Bullock, Mike Sanders also got a vote. Who's been done very good in the playoffs. Comeback Player of the Year: Joe Burrow. I mean, it just kind of sucks. I feel like for Sam Darnold, because Sam Darnold was like just everyone thought he was going to be like
washed out
of the NFL, but then came back and besides the very final game of the season in the playoffs, Sam Darnold was one of the better quarterbacks in the league. It seemed like.
And so, even if Burrow doesn't win MVP here, for him with the year he's had to go home basically empty-handed from this show would just be a travesty. Let's be honest.
Apparently, there was something said that Sam Darnold couldn't really win it because apparently comeback player of the year has to be from injury or something weird.
It helps if it's from injury, and Joe Burrow was injured last year. That Thursday game against the Ravens, but again, J.K. Dobbins was injured, Christian Gonzalez was injured. That's what I don't get about DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah,
because he was up for it last year.
Is it because it happened in the calendar year of 2024?
Why does it have to be because of injury? That's a little weird.
It doesn't have to be, but it kind of helps with it.
It usually happens that way.
Yeah.
The big one was oh god, he played for Washington. He was on
Alex Smith.
The Chiefs. Alex Smith. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
offensive
the big one.
Player of the Year, which basically is co MVP or runner-up to MVP. Yeah, Saquon Barkley has been amazing. Lamar Jackson.
There's no argument there.
Yeah. Saquon Barkley, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen.
You could have made an argument for Derrick Henry too, because Derrick Henry was very close on Barkley for yardage.
I'm just worried Lamar is going to get an MVP, which I don't feel like. I feel like it should be Josh Allen or Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I don't think Jackson has actually earned it this year. I just don't.
Defensive Player of the Year. This was kind of a weird battle because some of the better defenses this year didn't have some big names. Zach Bond was the biggest name off the Eagles, which was kind of like, the fuck? Van Ginkel was very good. Jonathan Greener was very good. Obviously, TJ Watt and Myles Garrett got some votes. Trey Anderson led the league in sacks, but again, you can't give shit to the Bengals because their defense was
just breaking news. Coach of the Year, Kevin O'Connell of the Vikings.
Okay, that does make sense because who expected the Vikings to basically fighting for first place?
When is Dan Campbell going to get his flowers? Come
Who knows?
on.
Who knows?
So I think part of it is also everybody expected Detroit. Everybody had Detroit at number 1 seed or winning the division. Yeah, that's the thing though. After last year,
again, you gave it last year to Kevin Stefanski.
Yeah,
that one was just fucking weird.
Which is dumb. No, I will admit that's dumb. But I can see Kevin O'Connell because you're rookie, you're the rookie QB that you kind of thought was gonna be good. You were going you have Sam Darnold as your QB and all that stuff.
Yeah,
you have
It's fair, but like Dan Campbell needs to have a coach of the year because he's been one of the better coaches, but he's just not getting it because he's not coaching a shit team. But he's winning in Detroit. You should be getting a parade every day for that shit. But again, defensive player of the year, one of the better defenses this year was the Denver Broncos, and Pat Surtain is the unsung hero of that. Not so much anymore. He's finally getting his flowers. Well deserved. I really wish it would have been Hendrickson, but again, outside of Trey Henderson, the rest of the Bengals defense stunk so bad you could smell it in Tennessee.
But it was either Surtain or Hendrickson.
Yeah.
It was either or.
Yeah.
Who's the dumbass?
Offensive rookie of the year.
Which one?
Brock Bowers was good. Jaden Daniels was an NFC Championship game as a rookie quarterback out of LSU that is on the fucking Commanders. Who the hell votes for Brock Bowers? Love Brock Bowers. Does an amazing job. Should have been a fucking Bengal, but geez, Jaden Daniels. Like, this guy, it should have been unanimous. He was amazing.
I might have just hacked the voting system just so I could piss you off with this.
Yeah.
Duke Tobin.
Golly. And then the kicker for all this site, the site I'm using, USA Today, is you know what the image they have for people showing up on the red carpet?
Yep. That's the image I saw. Again, 50 years younger.
Obviously, the offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, all the rookies have been announced. Comeback player of the year, coach of the year was just announced as Kevin O'Connell, the Minnesota Vikings. They're probably going to do assistant coach and then Walter Payton man of the year and then the MVP.
Who's the assistant coach's finalists? I want to actually.
I know Fangio was in the running.
Joe Brady, offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills. Vic Fangio, defensive coordinator for the Eagles. Brian Flores, defensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings. I could see that, and then both Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson, OC and DC, or DC and OC.
Both ironically aren't the coordinators for the Lions anymore.
I can see Aaron Glenn winning it because of all the injuries on defense.
No, honestly, yes.
Here, Ben Johnson. Here's your awards on your left. Fucking.
I wonder if he just did first.
Bears fans gotta hope. Bears fan gotta hope. This is gonna go so bad if it's not. Like, again, I think. If this. Right here. Oh, I deleted the video. Shit. If the Duval isn't the worst coach hiring this year, it's going to be a bad year. Jacksonville. The community. Duval. Fucking weirdo.
He did it again. He did it again.
Oh, did it again? Down. So, MVP finalists, Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, Lamar Jackson. Saquon probably will not get it. I don't know if there's been many times where an offensive player of the year gets the MVP.
I'll check right now.
So,
investigative report Maston is on the case.
I feel like the lowest odds of this list in order to get it is probably Jared Goff.
Agreed.
So then it's up to Allen, Burrow, and Jackson. I feel like voter fatigue. From
lowest to highest, it goes Goff, Jackson, Barkley, and then I'm going to jockey first place between Allen or Burrow. It could be either. Yeah. It could go either way in that regard for me.
I feel like it's going to be Burrow or Allen between the two of them. And again, I don't know if we'll, like, what part of the award show are they even at? Like, they drag this thing out forever.
Well, we're still in a commercial. We're in apparently the longest commercial break ever right now. I don't fucking know. So I've got the live feed up on my phone right now.
Apparently, of the 49 winners of Offensive Player of the Year, 28 were also named AP NFL Most Valuable.
So it could be Saquon.
So it's on. So there is a chance Saquon comes away with 2 awards this year. Interesting.
So they've done. Also, they're going to do Fan of the Year. They're going to do. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff. We're probably going to have to cover. Yeah. We're probably going to have to cover the rest of this another time. Probably next week. Yeah, because we're done. Like, we've covered most everything. It's just the award show they want to run through 11 p.m. at night. So,
like the draft.
Yeah, that's coming up in April. You guys ready for that one? 4 hours.
Oh yeah. My dad got tickets.
Oh yeah,
you're going live, right?
It is Green Bay.
Yeah, it's in Green Bay.
Yeah, lucky you.
Yeah,
I'm blacking out. Once Packers make their pick and we pick a fucking
You got to be there. You got to find a way to be like our live sideline reporter, so we can cut to you at random moments in this podcast and be like, "How do you feel about getting drafted? Who the fuck are? Where? How did you get back here?"
We cut to you. We cut to you like right when they're about to pick and then trade away. And you just shut your phone off while screaming "fuck."
Yeah, you need a wide receiver. You get like a defensive end or another linebacker.
I'm just very concerned. I'm just very concerned when KF is going to like punch his monitor or camera when the Patriots have one of the first picks and they end up drafting a Holy Cross outside lineman or something like that.
Don't you fucking put that evil on me, Lob City.
They're gonna get a North Dakota State lineman.
Yeah, Cole Strange the second.
How the fuck did we draft Mac Jones again?
Yeah. All right, that wraps it up for us. Thank you for watching the Football Stooges for our Super Bowl preview. Enjoy the Super Bowl. It's coming up in the next few days. For watching this on Friday, it's going to be on Sunday. Enjoy it. Go Birds, please. Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. If you can hear us, please save us.
I'm either hungover happy or hungover sad Monday.
Yeah, and he's
you better have taken a day off. Jeez.
I did. Well, I was taking tomorrow and Monday off because I had to do some stuff around the house anyway. So.
I get the day off, but I'm also going to be shoveling because I'm supposed to get like 4 to 8 inches of snow that day.
Yeah, we're supposed to get that Saturday.
Isn't that nothing for you guys though?
Well, we got like a dusting overnight that like closed schools. Also, like got an inch and a half, or I'd say, but. Yeah,
closed schools
we're getting worse.
Back in Madison's day, he would still walk to school.
It's mostly just because of ice things. Because we had a storm this month and earlier this week, and it like started melting, and now the roads are just nothing but black ice.
That
makes sense.
Anyway, enjoy football. This is the last NFL game of the season, so really enjoy it. Spend it with good people. Don't spend the Super Bowl with somebody that's like go sports ball. Fuck those people. Not that way. Not that way. Not that way. But you know what I mean. But anyway,
I'll be spending it with my dad, who's going to be screaming, "It's fucking cold."
But yeah, enjoy football. Last game of the season. Super Bowl's always a treat. Make sure you watch the commercials. They're supposed to be really funny this year. Apparently, Pat McAfee's in a fat suit. So,
Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby. Big monkey baby.
Birds, and most importantly, run the damn ball. Have a good night.
Bring back the fullback dive, I beg you.
Saquon Barkley, if you can hear us, please save us. If you can hear us, please save us, Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley, if you can hear us, please save us, Saquon.
Kevin O'Connell got AP NFL Coach of the Year.